Good morning, Flossmas Day 6. Thought I'd treat you to a beautiful sunrise this morning. Kids' lunches are made, so I got a second. Isn't that beautiful? So it's just after 7:30. I'm up and I'm stitching, working on the Evertote stitch this morning. And it's not even windy. We have a wind warning. It's supposed to gust up to 100-kilometer-an-hour winds later this afternoon and tomorrow. Gorgeous. Chat soon. friends, it's Patty. Welcome to Flossmas Day 6. It is again 25 after 9 in the evening, so it's an evening. I'm doing an evening video. I was at the Embroiderers Guild stitch-in. They get together once or twice a month. They'll tell you how often I go. This is my first time that I've been there this year. I don't think I went to any events last year, but we have an embroidery, St. John's Embroidery Guild here locally, and so I went to meet with some of the lovely ladies at the Torbay History House where the everybody was stitching together this evening, and they have a Christmas tree display on different organizations and businesses and groups within the community decorated a Christmas tree in a theme of their choice, and I've got the footage you would have seen before now is of that. And the Embroiderers Guild put theirs in. You'll probably recognize a couple of, if you've been around here on my channel for a while, you'll probably recognize a couple of my cross-stitch ornaments. One is the Flossmas ornament from last year. It's the one that's hung on the wall and next to the Embroiderers Guild tree. Anyway, so that was really fun. A little tired, as you can probably tell. It's been a good day, although I spent more time quilting today than I did stitching, so I'm still behind, but that's okay. I will catch up. I'm going to turn the camera around in a minute, and I'll show you where I am, and we'll open day 6 in the countdown box and day 6 in the Evertote countdown box. And yeah, if you can hear strange noises behind me or in the background, the boys have started watching a new action series on TV, so that's what the noise is. And while I was gone this evening, they put lights up on the Christmas tree and lights up on the ceiling, and it looks just gorgeous. And that was really sweet of them to do while I was gone, because I was getting a bit, once I have the tree we put it up last Sunday, so it's been almost a week, and I'd like to have that. Once the tree's in the house, I'd like to have it decorated. We are going to be putting up non-breakable ornaments this year because we have our kitten Iggy. Somebody asked me if they could see a picture of Iggy, and if I remember, I'll put one here. Iggy is a gorgeous black kitten. He was born in February, and we got him in April or May. I can't remember. Well, he was 12 weeks old when we got him. Math. Anyway, he's pretty much fully grown now. He's a lovely cat. But he is still very much a young kitten, so he is into everything. And he has not climbed the tree, though. Iggy quite loves water. When we fill up the dog and cat dishes, he plays in the water. He often sits in the sink and lets one of our faucet strips. So he's often in the sink of one of the bathroom that's happening in, and he's often in the sink letting the water drip on him. So he's a very interesting cat. So he's been very interested with the water for the tree. He's been playing with that, but otherwise he hasn't climbed it yet. But I don't know if I should say that too loud because he might be listening. Anyway, we're going to put up a few ornaments and see how he does with that. The boys really lit up the room with lights because they're a bit concerned that we may not be able to put very many ornaments on the tree, and they want it to look very festive. So I thought that was very sweet. Yeah, so it's Flossmas Day 6. The time is flying, almost a week into Flossmas. Don't really feel ready for the festivities that are to come, but that's okay. I'll get there, or I won't. What gets done will get done. And anyway, I hope everybody's having a good week. I hope you're having fun stitching. I hope you're not feeling overwhelmed by the amount of stitching. This is all fun. We'll all get there in the end or not. You don't need to start. You don't need to keep going. You don't need to, please don't let this stitch along stress you out in any way. If it is, stop. Take some days off or start again next year. There's no race. So I'm going to turn you over so I can show you what the stitching I got done today. So as you can see, I'm still behind on my red. So what happened and why I stopped doing the red, I won't do this way next year, I promise, but there's too many things floating, and I ended up putting in these leaves, which I could count from the border, and ended up having to take each of these holly berries out because I didn't have them in the right location. So these ones here, I suspect 2 or 3, or maybe if not all of them. These 2 here are in the right place, but I'm not sure these are. So I'm going to put in my holly leaves and fix the red, and then do the same on this side. Do the holly leaves, fix the red, and then that'll be complete. So yeah, I think I hope you folks like the design so far. I'm enjoying stitching it. Having a great time, actually. I really like Lugana. Lugana 28 count Lugana is one of my sweet spots for stitching, so I'm really happy with how this is feeling, and I love the I love hand-dyed fabric and how it feels. It's so much softer than you know, like 8 cloth. So I'm going to put this to one side, and I'm going to show you the color for day 6. So day 5, I'll show you those in a minute. Day 5, let me get out day 5. Day 5 was DMC 3850. Day 6 is 3851, and these are going to be the 2. This is also going to be holly leaves, so not very much stitching for day 6, which is awesome. A little bit of fill in for the holly leaves with that. And yeah, I'm hoping to get caught up tomorrow. Have I said that every day so far? Anyway, at some point, yes, I will get caught up and be able to show everybody how it should be to date. But again, I'm trying not to stress out about this either. So there we are. Day 6 is, I'm just going to confirm. Yeah, it's not very stitch heavy. Similar to day 5, actually. So that's awesome. So now let's open up the Evertote Roxy Floss Co. Modern Folk Embroidery package and see what is waiting for us today. Ooh, nice color. I'm loving the greens. This is called Garland. How appropriate. It's a beautiful, I don't know if the light is showing up, the variegation in there. It's gorgeous. Really nice. Oh, and I also need to show you that I started this, but let's look at the card today first. Oh, I love this style toboggan. So Jacob says that for day 6 on his YouTube channel, he's going to share an artist from Sweden whom he has always greatly admired, Carl Larsson. And I believe that this is a Larsson painting that he's showing here as well. Beautiful. And now I'm going to turn this over and have a look at what I'm going to be stitching. Awesome. Okay, cool. So let me show you that I did. So I said I got more quilting done than stitching, and indeed I did, but I did get a start on my Evertote Roxy Floss Co. stitching. I'm sorry about the green. I was cutting quilting fabric. I usually take this off so you just have a white background, but I didn't take the time to do that today, so my apologies. So this is how far I got. I still have 3 more motifs to stitch in here to complete day 1. And this the fabric is lovely, but this red is just gorgeous. And that is, so I can tell you, that particular floss name is Suitable. Suitable is very, very nice. So now, if we put out all the colors, I'm missing, I have one not on here. I have 2 not on there, I think. Yeah. So there's the brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. Isn't the color palette just gorgeous? I really hope that you can see that. It's hard for me to tell from my camera angle if this is showing true to color. But yeah, I'm loving this palette. I think I am going to stick with the colors this year. I know I'm so waffly. These motifs are in the Suitable, and then the lighter one, Smitten, is for the middle piece, and then it's the frosted. This I call the frosted green. What's it actually called though? First Frost. So I know I like those, and I don't know, I'm liking this palette. so far. I still need to write my colors in for the days. Luckily, I'm doing these videos, as is Caroline, so I can keep track of my colors, but I do need to keep track of those in my in the very first what word am I looking for? Brochure. In this one here. Supposed to write down the colors per day, so I really need to do that, or I'll be regretting it later, because I don't think I'm going to get completely caught up in time. But you never know. Never say never. Happy with this. So I'm using my counting pins to find the center and such. That's why these are here. Very handy. So for anybody who is interested, I just thought I'd show you what I've got. I've got about half of these. So what needs to happen is I need to sew a strip of white to 81 of these halves, and then sew another strip. Grab a piece of fabric here. Do I have any more cut there? So then I'm making 5-inch blocks again. So that's essentially what it's going to look like when the blocks are finished before I add the sashing. This quilted project reminds me so much of my grandmother on my mom's side. Her name was Kathleen. I share, my middle name is also Kathleen. And she couldn't understand. She quilted as well, but she quilted in a time where you couldn't get fabric. So any of the fabric that they had was little pieces of fabric that they saved and sewed into these beautiful, beautiful quilts. But the idea of having these swaths of fabric that we have available now and cutting it up to make patterns, she couldn't understand that. She would say, why would you take a perfectly good piece of fabric and cut it up? Why not just quilt it as it is? And my husband, who's an engineer, has said the same thing. Quilters, you're crazy. You take a perfectly good piece of fabric, cut it up so you can make work for yourself and sew it up again, which I find quite funny. Anyway, I digress. But that's how so I think these quilting pieces, these blocks are going to turn out quite nice. I'm not trying to rush this process. I'm trying to take my time, make sure that my 1/4-inch seams are where they should be. So every now and then I'm stopping and taking it, like for example here, you can see how at the end I kind of go off at an angle, so I need to fix that. But yeah, I'm enjoying this process. Very easy quilting, and I'm having fun with it. So I'm trying not to let it take over time from my stitching, as it kind of did today. I'm just going to turn you around again now. Hi again. I just wanted to touch base and say bye. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more stitching tonight up in my very Christmassy living room. I'll take videos of that sometime not tonight, but soon. And yeah, I don't feel I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking all over the place tonight. I am tired. I didn't sleep very well last night, unfortunately, but I did get up for my walk, and we are supposed to have quite the windstorm tonight. So if you're new and this is the first video you've seen, I'm videoing these a day ahead. So it's going to go up on this video for day 6 will be going up. I'm videoing it on day 5, which is Thursday night. And Thursday night, Friday, we are supposed to have a wicked windstorm. So wind up to 100 kilometers per hour. And it's supposed to come from the southeast, which means our house will get hit reasonably hard with that direction of wind. So that's always a little bit of a concern. So I've got to, bring the wreath in from the front door. And we get so much wind here, and sometimes I almost always have a wreath on the door. So I just open up the door, flip the wreath around, close the door, like I have a system. And most things are off the front deck, but I need to take a check out there and make sure nothing disappears that shouldn't. Needs a clean and a sweep anyway, so that's not really a big deal. I don't know if that'll get done before the wind happens though. And yeah, so I'm tired. When I'm tired, I ramble, so I'm going to stop. It's great checking in with you. I hope you're enjoying your stitching. I hope you're enjoying Flossmas. The plethora of videos out there for Flossmas this year is amazing and awesome. And I'm trying to get to see a few people. Yeah, so I'll check in with you tomorrow and let you know some of the floss tubers that I've been watching. Tomorrow, Friday, so on day 6, we are also, the Jingle Ball starts, so that's pretty cool. I do have a ticket for the Jingle Ball. I'm not sure how much, if any, I'm going to attend. I do have 2 classes to try and attend, so I am going to try and make those ones, depending how busy the family is on Saturday and Sunday. Anyway, as I said, I ramble when I'm tired, so I'm going to stop. I will chat with you again tomorrow. Bye.